Barcelona are finally spending money again, and somehow they're linked to everybody. Anthony Gordon has joined Barcelona. They've already submitted a massive bid for Julian Alvarez. Bernardo Silva is close to completion, and even players like Gavardio are linked to the club. So today, I'm taking over FC Barcelona, giving them unlimited money to complete every transfer they are linked with and see if they can achieve the big one, and that is the treble. So to kick off my one season at Barcelona, Anthony Gordon is joining for 70 million. And yes, I set £1 billion as we have 997 million left. I know Barca are not going to spend that amount of money, but I'm curious, if they sign Gordon and everybody they are linked with, and they finally win a UCL, and most importantly, become the best team in world football by winning the treble. Barca want to make Cancelo into a permanent deal, so for 30 million, he will stay here now. And also for 30 million, they are going to keep Rashford on a permanent deal. But there are still so many signings we need to make. Barcelona are linked with a bunch of players. But not only are we making a bunch of realistic signings, we're also going to be selling players that are rumored to leave the club like Ter Stegen. But I'm sorry boys, there's a twist. I think this is the best website for rumors. As you can see, Barcelona linked with Josko Gavardio. But when it comes to departures, if I find anybody here that is rumored to leave in the past 30 days, and I think it could actually happen, I also have to sell them. So as you can see, someone like Jules Koundé is on the transfer list. And that is because he's been linked to the likes of Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. And I think if the right fee is met, he will actually leave in real life. But someone like Alejandro Balde, who is also linked to the likes of Man United, I don't think he's leaving Barcelona, so he will not be leaving the club. But some players we'll be selling is Dani Olmo, Ansu Fati, Ronaldo Araujo, and Marc Casado. I personally would like to keep some of these players. So there we go, everybody has left. Koundé actually went to Liverpool. We finally ended Ter Stegen's dictatorship. And interestingly, Dani Olmo has joined Atletico. So this is currently the best lineup I do have available to me, but I don't think it's the most realistic lineup just yet. I honestly think this is what we might see for this season. Gordon playing on the left-hand side and Rafinha moving to the 10 position. But of course, we still have a bunch of signings to make. But up first, we need to fix that center-back position. And Josko Gavardio, like I mentioned, is linked to the club, but he isn't the only one. Alessandro Bastoni, Ibrahima Konate, who's gonna be a free agent, and Piero Hincapié. Now, because none of these signings are confirmed, I need to decide who is the best and most realistic option for our system. I think the player that best fits is actually Josko Gavardio. So for 99 million, he is joining the Blaugrana, and he fits that superstar signing that Barcelona usually go for. So Gavardio will now be our left-footed center back on the left-hand side. And I know you guys are waiting for Julian Alvarez, but we're gonna leave that to last. Not only linked to Julian, they're linked to a bunch of players. I think up next, Barca need a fullback, either a left back, or we move Cancelo to the left-hand side and replace Balde, because he didn't have the best of form this year. And let me tell you, look at all the fullbacks that Barcelona are linked to. However, players like Diego Dallo and Nathaniel Brown, and even Pedro Porro, I don't think are at Barca's level. So that leaves us again with Hincapié, Marc Cucurella, and Denzel Dumfries. Now, someone like Denzel Dumfries is the perfect flying fullback. We know what he did against Barca 2 years ago, but I don't think we need somebody flying when we have Lamine Yamal on that right side. So that leaves us with former La Masia graduate Cucurella or Piero Hincapié. Who would fit the system better? And for 70 million, the decision was simple for me. Piero Hincapié is joining from Leverkusen, because out of the two options, I think he is the best defensively. And I don't think we need Cucurella inverting into that midfield when we have so much talent there. So Hincapié will be the starting left back, and Cancelo will be playing on that right hand side. And up next, we have some quick fire signings. So for absolutely free, Man City legend Bernardo Silva will be joining Barca. For another 30 million, I'm bringing another option at center back in Jacob Kiwior. He has been linked to Barca, and he was actually very good on loan at Porto last year. And finally, for another 32 million, Andrea Cambiaso from Juventus is coming in, as we don't have a backup for Joao Cancelo on that right hand side. So there we go, 3 bench signings for even more depth. But it's time we sign that number 9. Is it gonna be Julian Alvarez or somebody else? Now, other than Julian, Barca are also linked with Erling Braut Haaland, Harry Kane, Joao Pedro, and Lautaro Martinez. Normally, we would never go for Haaland, but in this reality, we have £1 billion. He's an option. Now, Joao Pedro is too low rated for this rebuild, and with Lautaro Martinez, there is a better option here. So in my opinion, I think Barca, if they can, they should go for Erling Haaland. They need more of a goal scorer, a poacher in the box, but we're not gonna go for him. So that leaves us with Julian Alvarez, who's an incredible false nine and can finish as well, or for the better version of Julian, which is Harry Kane. This is going to be a tough decision, but of course I had to do it. For 150 million, Julian Alvarez is joining Barcelona, the final piece of the puzzle, as we're gonna be playing a bunch of games trying to win the treble for FC Barcelona. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe and comment down below who would be the perfect Barcelona signing. So this is the brand new Barcelona side. It looks incredible. So this is the formation and roles we will have have here at Barcelona that extremely high line. And what better way to test out this brand new super team in the first UCL game against Copenhagen. Oh, look at these players, man. Yamal next to Julian. Anthony Gordon as well. Copenhagen, don't know what they signed up for. And here comes Lamine Yamal right away, looking to create the first opportunity for Barca. Gives it into Pedri. Pedri into Julian Alvarez with a shot. Great save, man. Corner now for Barca. Frankie de Jong gives it to Lamine Yamal, looking for that cross. He finds Rafinha with the header. Goes wide again. 6 minutes in, already 2 attacks. Piero Hincapié gives it to Anthony Gordon. Come on, Barca have to get their first goal soon. Into Anthony Gordon. Here comes Barca into Julian Alvarez. Let's go. 13 minutes. Julian scores his first goal of the UCL season. Pedri now on the ball, gives it all the way to Frankie de Jong, who finds Anthony Gordon. Here he comes. The Englishman can improve. He's a Barca signing. Let's go. In only 10 minutes, Barca get a second and another goal for another new signing. And now here come Barca on the counter-attack. Bernardo Silva, first couple minutes in the UCL as a Barca player. Great pass into Lamine Yamal. Here come Barcelona. Can they make it 3? Lamine cuts back, gives it all the way to Rafinha. It goes in. Barcelona are running wild in the opening match day of the Champions League. Marcus Rashford gives it into Andrea Cambiaso. Cambiaso into Bernardo Silva. Here come Barcelona. Can they get a final fourth one? Yes, they do. Bernardo Silva. This is why they brought him in. The experienced man. And it's all over. Barca pick up the first 3 points of the Champions League. But of course, they'll be facing big clubs like Madrid in the El Clasico and probably PSG as they're trying to win the treble this year. But up next is the first Clasico of the season. And it's very important because currently Barca are tied on points with Atletico and Real Madrid are a point behind. If Barca want to stay in front of Real, they need to win this game. But it won't be easy because Madrid had a huge transfer window, bringing in Schlotterbeck, Rodri from Man City, Nico Paz from Como, and Mikel Olise from Real Madrid. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough game. And here come Real Madrid straight away. Mbappe with a shot. Easy save for Garcia there. Lamine Yamal gives it back into Joao Cancelo. Cancelo gives it to Lamine Yamal. Here come Barca. First attack of the entire game. Lamine cuts back. Through ball into Rafinha, who finds Kubarsi. Why is he through on goal? Gives it to... No, it was meant for Julian. Kubarsi should never be in that position. But here comes Kylian Mbappe. It seems like there's no Olise in this lineup. But it's Endrick who's returned from loan. Sir Bobby Johnson to Camavinga. Goes in. But it's offside, luckily. Great tackle. Frankie de Jong gives it to Anthony Gordon. Here come Barcelona. They need a goal already. Lamine Yamal on the ball. Scores it into Joao Cancelo. Cancelo back in the middle. Into Gordon. And no, it's a save by Courtois. Here comes Endrick on the ball. Great tackle from Gavardio again. Come on. Come on. It's about time. Somebody scores a goal. And here comes Lamine driving with the ball. We know he's dangerous from here. Lamine gives it to Julian. Julian into Anthony Gordon with a shot. And it goes in. Started from a great tackle from Gavardio. And now the Englishman makes it 1-0. Sir Bobby Charlton on the ball. Here comes Endrick with a shot. Great save, Garcia. And now here comes Rafinha on the ball with a through ball into Lamine Yamal. Second half. Barcelona looking to extend their lead here. It's Lamine with the cross in. Gordon takes a touch, has a shot, and it goes in. What a game Gordon is having. I did not expect it. A brace from him. Here comes Real Madrid. Nico Paz on the ball, looking to go ahead and start a remontada. Nico Paz gets rid of the defenders. Gavardio misses the tackle. Come on, Gavardio. Somebody get the ball off him. Great shot, great save though. And the game comes to an end. A 2-0 win at the Santiago Bernabeu. Is anybody gonna stop this Barca super team? And 32 games into the season, Barcelona are sitting in first place, while Atletico are right behind by 2 points. They're going crazy. But Barcelona have actually reached the Copa del Rey final. They need to win this game if they want to win the treble. They may have beaten Madrid earlier this year, but their players have been putting in the work. The goals have been spread out absolutely everywhere. And Barcelona pick up the ball 7 minutes in. Here comes Julian Alvarez. Great pass into Rafinha. Can he get there? He does. He makes a mistake, but he gets it back. And here comes Barcelona looking for the first goal of the game. Through ball into Anthony Gordon. Scores it to Julian, and it goes in. Yo, the chemistry between Gordon and Julian has been incredible. Are they going to embarrass Madrid at the Bernabeu again? Here comes Rafinha on the ball. Real Madrid are suffering against this Barca super team. Gordon comes back, gives it to Julian. Julian looking for the finesse. Great block from Hoyson. Joao Cancelo gives it into Lamine Yamal. Here come Barcelona again. Cuts inside. It's still Lamine. Lamine Yamal with a finesse. Great block from Schlotterbeck. But here come Real Madrid. Can they score against Barcelona? Gavardio's going for the tackle. No. It hits the post, luckily. Cancelo gives it to Lamine. Lamine back into Cancelo. Cancelo into Rafinha. Rafinha lays it up into Yamal. Oh, this Barcelona counterattacks are always so dangerous. Lamine scores it. No. Second half now. Lamine Yamal gets rid of Camavinga. Still Lamine Yamal. Can he find somebody to help him out? Lamine with a through ball into Rafinha with a shot. Another block, man. Schlotterbeck's been incredible. But this Copa del Rey final is not over just yet. Mbappe 1v1. Gavardio goes for the tackle. It goes wide. Oh, Mbappe's ghosting. Piero Hincapié gives it to Frankie de Jong. De Jong back into Hincapié, who finds Anthony Gordon back into Hincapié. Beautiful one-touch football here from Barcelona. Anthony Gordon's through now. Gordon scores it back into Julian. Lays it up into Captain Rafinha. Low dribble, and it goes in. Yo, this super team is incredible. Nobody's stopping these guys. Here comes Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham looking to kickstart this remontada. He gets rid of Eric Garcia with a shot, and it goes in. With 15 minutes left to go, Madrid get a goal back. Lamine Yamal on the ball, gives it to Pedri. They need a goal to secure this victory and win the Copa del Rey. Lamine Yamal is through. Can somebody help him out here? Can he create a chance? Gives it to Fermin. Fermin into Rashford. No, Courtois was down. Rashford, you gotta finish that. 5 minutes left to go. Here comes Vinny looking to equalize the game and send Madrid to extra time. Vinny, great block from Garcia. Joao Cancelo, great pass into Lamine Yamal. Come on, put a dagger into Real Madrid and win the first trophy of 3 to this season. Lamine Yamal through ball into Ferran. Please don't miss. You typically do, Ferran. No, you gotta put that away. But it doesn't matter because Barcelona lift the Copa del Rey, getting their first trophy of 3. And boys, I'm not sure if anyone's gonna beat them this season. And boys, up next, it's actually the last day of the season against Atleti. And these guys have not let up. 102 points as Barca have 105. The league title is gonna be decided on the final day. And it seems like they spent the Alvarez money well with Cucurella, Dusan Vlahovic, Tijani Reindeers. Of course, we sold Dani Olmo to them. And Igor Thiago. No wonder they've been going crazy. And it's very simple. Win this game and they win La Liga, the domestic double. And as long as they're in the UCL final, they can win a treble. Alex Baena is now on the ball. Here come Atletico. It's a missed tackle from Borgo Barsi. It falls into Dusan Vlahovic. Vlahovic is 1v1 with a shot. Garcia, great save. Here come Barcelona building up the first attack of this game. Rafinha's on the ball, finds a through ball into Anthony Gordon. Cuts back, gives it back to Rafinha, loses it though. Cucurella, great tackle. Joao Cancelo gives it to Lamine, into Julian. Can he score against his old teammates? We're going to find out today. Rafinha on the ball, gives it into Julian. Julian holds up the play, back into Rafinha. Oh, that almost went beautiful. 4 minutes until halftime. It's been a dead game. Of course, Simeone is parking the bus here. Rafinha through ball into Julian against his old teammates. He bangs it in. After all the drama, he returns to Atletico and scores against them. They're going to win the league, surely. But now, in the second half, here come Atletico de Madrid. Oh, no. It's Dani Olmo with a shot. Great block from Kubarsi. And now it's Lamine Yamal. Come on, we need another goal here just to make sure there's no bottle jobbing happening today. And now it's Lamine Yamal. Cuts inside. It's still Lamine. It's still Lamine. Gives it to Anthony Gordon. Turn. You gotta finish that, man. You gotta shoot. Lamine Yamal is now on the ball. Gives it into Rafinha. And now Rafinha driving down the middle. They're looking for a second goal. Julian to win the league title in Atletico's hands. Yes, he does. Oh, boys, it has to be over. Julian has returned to haunt Atletico. And let's go, Barcelona lift the league title. They have been unstoppable. But can they complete the treble if they're in the UCL final? And they did it undefeated. This has to be the greatest Barca side of all time in terms of results. But in the Champions League, they lost one game. Somebody beat them. And of course, it was PSG, man. But in the round of 16, they destroyed Napoli. Quarterfinals, they destroyed Galatasaray 9-2. And in the semis, they beat Tottenham. But it's Real Madrid again. Here I thought they'd face PSG or Bayern, but they have the chance to win a treble. All on Real Madrid's heads. Apparently, Vinny's been incredible in the UCL for them. But Julian won the Golden Boot in the La Liga. And Lamine Yamal was a top assist maker in La Liga as well. But the video will end here, loss or win, as Julian got 38-3. I'm glad we decided on him. 28-15 for Rafinha. 16-2 for Gordon. 12-25 for Lamine. 12-4 for Rashford as well. And De Jong will be suspended for the final. We have to bring in the experience of Bernardo Silva here. Even if he gets a -5. But the growth of this team has been incredible. Yamal already a 94. But of course, this is different. Real Madrid in the UCL final in Atletico Stadium. Barcelona may have spanked them all season, but when it comes to UCL finals, Madrid always step up. And the UCL final kicks off. Lamine Yamal gives it into Pedri. Pedri back into Lamine Yamal. No way it's gonna be this easy for Barca. Lamine cuts inside. It's still Lamine. And got a Lamine with a finesse. Great block. Hincapié gives it to Anthony Gordon. Finds Rafinha. Rafinha with a through ball all the way into Anthony Gordon. Here come Barca again. Cuts inside. Finds Rafinha. Can he cut back? No, Rodri. Great tackle, man. Pedri on the ball now. Gives it into Anthony Gordon. Back into Rafinha. Rafinha with a brilliant through ball. Finds Julian Alvarez. 1v1 in the UCL final. This Barca side is unstoppable. No wonder they've only lost one game all season. Rafinha finds a through ball and he finds Julian once again. Oh my days, Gordon's on the counter. 34th minute. Barca can take a 2-0 lead in the first ever El Clasico final. Oh my days, man. It's just not fair. Do not let Barca build this team in real life. They will be unstoppable. Here comes Lamine Yamal on the ball, cuts inside in the second half. No way they make it 3. No way they make it 3. Pedri, oh my days. The UCL final is over. Real Madrid did not show up to play tonight. And the whistle goes. Barcelona lift their first Champions League since 2015, winning the treble. Do not let Barcelona sign these players, because they'll win it all. And if you guys enjoyed this video, click on this video right here. I know you're gonna love it. Man United are finally back in the Champions League, and they're already linked with some of the biggest names in football. Ederson has just joined from Atalanta for 34 million, while players like Sandro Tonali, Bradley Barcola, and even Ronaldo's teammate in Leo. So today, I'm giving Michael Carrick unlimited money to complete every transfer he's linked with by winning the treble. So here we go, Carrick's first signing of the summer, Ederson for 34 million. Well, like I mentioned, he'll be making dozens of signings and hoping to win that treble this year. But not only that, realistic departures as Casemiro's contract ends and he finally leaves Man United. And of course, some players like Onana, Rashford, Sancho, and Malacia are seen as surplus to requirements here at United. However, there's a twist. I believe TransferFeed is the best website for rumors and departures. And basically, if I see any player linked with a move away, if I think it could actually happen in real life, I will have to sell them. So someone like Harry Maguire is linked with moves away to Inter Milan and AC Milan, and I think that might actually happen. Or someone like Mason Mount, who's linked to newly promoted club Ipswich, is definitely possible of happening. But of course, someone like Kobe Mainu and Bruno Fernandes, one of them is the captain of this club, and the other has fixed his relationship and will not be going anywhere. As well as here is the rest of the transfer list. Michael Carrick is clearing out a lot of deadwood here, and Michael Carrick was successfully able to get rid of absolutely everybody in his transfer list. I know someone like Diego Dallo will probably stay at the club, but with rumors to Real Madrid, Carrick would prefer a superstar right back anyways. But it's time to make transfers, as this is Man United's current best lineup. And as of recent, Mbeumo's been playing up top. They do have Sesko, but I think United need a superstar striker. And United are linked with so many strikers like Jared Bowen, Robert Lewandowski, Igor Thiago, Victor Osimhen, who's still a Galatasaray, and potential Ballon d'Or winner Harry Kane. Quickly, Carrick will not be going for Jared Bowen, and after that World Cup performance, get Thiago out of here. So that leaves one of the best strikers of all time, Lewandowski, Kane, or Osimhen. Who should Man United go for? Well, in the scenario that United have unlimited money, no chance Carrick passes up on a Harry Kane, who would want to return to the Prem to break the Premier League goal record. But Carrick is not done yet. He will make some more incredible transfers to try and win the treble this season. And what a number 9 Harry Kane will be here at United. There's still so many problems here to fix at United. And up next, Carrick has shortlisted Sandro Tonali, Elliot Anderson, Kevin Durant, Mateus Fernandes, Alex Scott, and Carlos Baleba. United have a huge problem in the midfield, and Carrick is going to go ahead and sign 2 of these players here. And the first midfielder he chose for only 40 million, Carlos Baleba, is finally joining United. A very cheap deal, because last year they wanted 100 million. And of course, for 80 million, he had to go for Sandro Tonali. This is the Man United type player. He has the confidence to wear that badge, the ego to wear that badge. This is a perfect signing for Michael Carrick here. And there we go. Tonali will be starting next to Kobe Mainu, as Ederson and Baleba need to get used to the system. But of course, the biggest signing is going to be that left-hand side. As good as Cunha is, he wants to go ahead and keep him on the bench and have a Ronaldo-type player on the left for somebody to finally wear that number 7 correctly. But first, some quick-fire signings. As for 20 million, they're young Belgium left mid Mateus Fernandes from Lille. For 35 million, they're bringing in Christian Romero from Tottenham, who almost got relegated. And for 53 million, they signed a new first-choice right-back in Mark Pubel from Atletico. But he might have to compete with Mazraoui. And finally, for 64 million, due to the purchase of Cucurella, Carreras is coming back to Old Trafford, where he used to play, to be United's starting left back. So there we go. Carreras, Romero, and Pubel join the starting 11, as Fernandes Pardo is now the backup left mid. But the one and final signing is that very important left mid row. And there is a lot of talent they're linked with. First of all, Zolis, who has like 50 goal contributions this past year. Yan Diomande, who just showed out at the World Cup. Of course, previous mention, Rafael Leao, Bradley Barcola, Nico Williams, who probably won't join Barca ever, and finally Vinicius Jr., whose contract is running out. The question is, who is United most likely to sign with the money they do have? And I think this is the transfer that will happen. For 50 million, Rafael Leao is now finally joining United. I swear for the past 5 years, he's been linked every year, but he's finally playing for the club of his dreams, where his idol used to play. And of course, he'll be wearing that legendary number 7. A lot of pressure on his back. This is the final Man United side for this 26-27 season. Can they win the treble? I'm not sure, man. But let's see what Michael Carrick cooks up. But it's time for the first game of the season against Aston Villa. If Carrick wants to win the treble, which means the Prem, he needs to show out against a team from the Midlands. But here are United. There's Rafael Leao. There's Harry Kane. And the game kicks off. Here comes Harry Kane. First touch is back in the Prem, but loses it. And now it's Alexis McAllister. They have new signings as well, man. Brian Mbeumo, last year's transfer, cuts inside, gives it into Bruno Fernandes. And here comes the best midfielder in the Prem. Through ball into Rafael Leao. Leao squares it into Harry Kane. 1v1 and it goes in. On his return to the Premier League, in the first 10 minutes, he scores for Man United. Here comes Aston Villa, John McGinn, who scored at the World Cup recently. Great tackle from our defenders there. Aston Villa are building up here. Ollie Watkins gives it to Andre Onana. Great tackle from Romero. But Manu loses it. Carreras now loses it again. Rogers, who stayed at Aston Villa so far. Watkins, it goes in. The Midland club get a goal back. Looks like the defense isn't looking very strong. And now here comes Kobe Mino looking to kickstart an attack. Great pass it to Rafael Leao. Can the Portuguese shine? And with that number 7 shirt, it's Leao. Gives it to Kobe Mino with a shot. It hits the crossbar. Uh-oh, here come Aston Villa again. Rogers on the ball. Into Emi Buendia. Back into Rogers, who's linked with a bunch of clubs. Ollie Watkins is 1v1 again. Sonny Lombins, can he get there? No, it goes in. And in just 30 minutes, Aston Villa finally take the lead. Man United weren't linked to a lot of great defenders, I can't lie. Oh no, they might go 3-1 up and this game might be over. McAllister in the middle. John McGinn, who scored at the World Cup. Watkins, it hits the crossbar. Back into Buendia and it goes in. It hasn't even been halftime and Man United are getting spanked. Something needs to change. But Ederson is the change being made for the second half. Gives it to Rafael Leao and here come United. Now ready to give up. Bruno Fernandes finds a through ball. It gets into Harry Kane instead. Back into Sandro Tonali. Finds Mbeumo. Into Harry Kane. Low driven. No, he gets blocked. But here comes Rafael Leao. Can he change this game? He's done nothing much in this game. Harry Kane back on the ball. Looking to create play here. Bruno Fernandes through ball. Into Leao. Finesse. And it goes in. He picks up the ball. They're looking for an equalizer. 15 minutes left to play. 6 minutes left to go. Man United never give up. We know that. And here comes Ederson. Ederson into Rafael Leao. And Leao with the goal scorer. Gives it into Bruno Fernandes. Here comes Bruno. 1v1. Looking to score all the way to Mbeumo. Oh, why did he not shoot it, man? Corner kick. 2 minutes left to go. Bruno with the cross in. Gives it to Matthias de Ligt with a bicycle kick. It's saved by the keeper. But there was going to be no drama tonight as Aston Villa pick up the 3 points. I don't know if this United side is good enough and they made the right signings to win the Premier League, let alone the treble, man. But it's time for United's first big clash against Barcelona in the Champions League group phase. And Barca have made transfers of their own. Of course, Anthony Gordon, but Nico O'Reilly, Julian Alvarez, which usually happens, Ayub Buadi, who was incredible against Brazil, and Nico Schlotterbeck. That's a humongous signing for the Blaugrana. But this is Carrick's first big test in the Champions League. He couldn't pick up points against Villa, but it's been a couple weeks now. Maybe they can beat Barcelona. But now comes Rafinha from FC Barcelona. Can somebody please help him out? Great tackle from Matthias de Ligt there. Sandro Tonali gives it into Ederson, who finds Harry Kane. And here come Man United, looking for the first goal of this game. Can they take a lead against one of the best teams in the world? Bruno Fernandes through ball into Leao. 1v1 with a finish and it goes in. It only took 10 minutes for Leao to give a lead to United. And now here come Barcelona. Rafinha, great tackle from Mark Pupil there. Oh, but no, Rafinha wins it back. Pupil couldn't clear it out. It falls into Lewandowski. Great tackle from Romero. Counter attack for United. This is where they thrive, especially with this wingers on their side. Harry Kane with a great ball into Rafael Leao. Through ball into Brian Mbeumo. 1v1. Can he finish? And yes, he does. 20 minutes in, they're shocking Barcelona and their new signings. This could be a big year for Michael Carrick. But here come Barcelona. Frankie de Jong gives it to Pedri. Lewandowski, no, get the ball away, and it's a great finish. There's a reason why he should have won a Ballon d'Or. 2-1 to United now. But here come Barcelona on the counter-attack. Rafinha is through one goal. De Ligt, brilliant tackle. Pupil starts the counter-attack. And here come Man United. Fernandes through ball into Brian Mbeumo. And here come United. Brian Mbeumo through ball into Harold Kane. The best striker in the world. It goes in. 3-1 in the first 35 minutes of this game. This United attack is very fluid. Second half now, Mateus Cunha coming off the bench finally with a through ball into Fernandez Pardo, sorry. The new left mid signing gives it to Mateus Cunha. Here he comes, the Brazilian. Oh, great block. Oh, but here come Barcelona again. It's Lamine Yamal on the ball, beats Alvaro Carreras. Can he catch up? Come on, Carreras, great tackle. But it's still Lamine. No, it's still Lamine again. Squares it into Frankie and Lewandowski. Great save, Lamins. Lamine Yamal on the ball again, looking for the opportunity. Go to get another goal for Barcelona. Rafinha's 1v1. De Ligt misses the tackle shot. Lamins again. Fermin Lopez into Lewandowski. Great tackle from De Ligt. It falls into Frankie de Jong and he scores. It's what is Henry doing here? It's 3-2. Frankie de Jong scores a goal. 65th minute, anything can change. Carlos Baleba came off the bench, gives it to Mateus Cunha. Actually, into Ederson, into Martinez Pardo. Harry Kane loses the ball, but it's a free kick. And we know Harry Kane can put these away. Can he go ahead and score to make it 4-2 and end off this tie? Hopefully, no, it goes wide. Come on, Kane. Cunha now driving with the ball. Can United get a successful counter and end off this game? Oh, Fernandez is offside. Cunha into Harry Kane. Harry Kane into Fernandez. Fernandez into Cunha. Back into Fernandez. The youngster. The Belgian with a shot. It's a save by Garcia. Oh, but here come Barcelona. Julian Alvarez. Great tackle from De Ligt, man. But it falls back into Frankie. Julian Lamins, man. Last minute of the game. The defense has done well. But can they bottle it here? Lamine with the cross in. De Ligt with the clearance. Is it over? And yes, it is. A huge performance from the defenders of United. They pick up the 3 points. They can hang with the world's best teams, you know. And halfway through the season, United are falling a bit behind on the Premier League title race. But they're not too far off. Especially because up next, they are facing Arsenal, who are sitting in second, only a couple points above them. And well, the likes of Harry Kane has done was scored 21 and 21 for United so far. And Bruno has 9 assists. Can we talk about Rodri having 19 assists already? It's halfway through the season, man. And they've made some decent signings in Comuso, Eder Militao from Real Madrid. Give me out your read. We know this guy's a monster. And Morgan Rogers. This guy cooked United in the first game of the season right now. And the game kicks off. Great tackle from Tonali. And here come United, but it's a giveaway from Mark Bubel. It goes into Trossard. Great tackle from Tonali again. It's another giveaway from Mainu. It falls into Saka. Ihikapie. Oh my days. This is dangerous. Arsenal win the ball back again. Clear the ball out, man. Finally, the ball is cleared. And here come Man United. Rafael Leao gives it to Harry Kane. Harry Kane into Brian Mbeumo. Brian Mbeumo's on the ball. Gives it to Harold Kane, who loves scoring against Arsenal, and he does it again. His 22nd goal of the season takes a lead for United. But now, here come Arsenal. Trossard through ball into Eze. 1v1 against Alvaro Carreras. Lamins. Great save, man. Crossing from Declan Rice. Finds Gyökeres. Great clearance by Matez De Ligt there. Brian Mbeumo gives it into Harry Kane. Harry Kane buys into Brian Mbeumo. 1v1. Looking to take a 2-0 lead against the former champs. It goes wide. That could cost the league title there. Harry Kane on the ball. Great pass into Bruno Fernandes. Here come United again. Lays it up to Brian Mbeumo, who just missed a big opportunity. Great block again from the Arsenal side. Second half now. Here come Arsenal, still looking for the equalizer. Eze Lamins being huge again. But here come Arsenal, still looking for the equalizer. Man United need these 3 points desperately. It falls into Gyökeres. Great tackle from Romero. Here come Man United. A 2-goal lead would be crucial here for United as they need the 3 points. 1v1. Harry Kane, can he do it again? And yes, he does. In the 67th minute, Kane can put United back in this title race. The most important 3 points of the season are here. Don't need hope Arsenal slip up, and they need to beat City second time round. The round of 16 of the Champions League, United will be facing Liverpool. But before that tie, it's time for the Manchester Derby. And United finally tied with points with a game in hand against Arsenal, so they have the advantage. But a win against City here will be crucial to closing down that gap. It won't be easy with Haaland firing at all cylinders. And Rodri already breaking the assist record Bruno just beats. But they've also made new signings like Yan Diomande, Pedro Porro, Alejandro Balde, and Felix Dementia. No wonder they're leading the Premier League title race. In the match, the derby kicks off. Grealish gives it to Nico Gonzalez into Patrick Schick, who's starting for Man City tonight. Okay, great tackle. Ryan Cherky on the ball, driving from Manchester City with a great pass into Patrick Schick, into Pedro Porro, and it goes in near post. No Haaland, no problem for City as the right back puts him in the lead. Oh, here comes Pedro Porro and that right mid side. What are they doing? Why is he on the right wing? Here comes Porro, cuts inside, Nunez into Cherky. It falls into Rodri. Grealish back into Rodri. Shot Lamins. United are getting dominated. Oh, Ryan Chucky the magician. Patrick Schick on the ball. 1v1 with a shot. 2-0 in 23 minutes. You don't understand. If City win this game, they're probably gonna run away with the league title, man. But the game's not over. Bruno Fernandes gives it to Leao. Come on, can they get a goal before halftime? Bruno Fernandes on the ball. Beats a defender. It's still Bruno. Walks past the defender and goes in. Horrible defending from City. That gives United a goal back. Second half kicks off. Here comes Bruno Fernandes. Finds Brian Mbeumo. Here come United. It falls into Harry Kane. Looking to come back. Harry Kane into Bruno. First time finish. Great save from Donnarumma. Bruno Fernandes on the corner. Crosses it in. Can he find Matthijs de Ligt with the header? And it goes in. It is now 2-2. And we still have a whole half left to play. 60th minute now. Harry Kane on the ball. Looking for a through ball. Can he find Amad Diallo, who came on as a sub? Yes, he can. Diallo into Leao. Has a shot from there. It hits the crossbar. Why did he shoot so early? Here comes City cross in from Matheus Nunes. Cuba wins the header. Come on, a counter-attack would be great here. Back into Amad Diallo. Has changed the game since he came on. Harry Kane holds up the play. And here comes Harold Kane. Finds Amad Diallo. Here comes the young man. Amad. What can he do, Amad? And it goes in the 72nd minute. That might be the winner. United come from behind, his first goal of the season. The referee blows a whistle. Humongous 3 points for Man U here. They might catch up and win the league. But in the round of 16, they were able to beat Liverpool over 2 legs. And in the quarters, they smashed Barcelona 6-2. But in the semis, they lost to Man City in the first leg. And now have to come back in the second leg in the Etihad Stadium. This won't be easy. Bruno Fernandes with a great tackle early on. Great through ball into Harry Kane. Nathan Ake takes a step 2 forward. Kane with a screamer. And just like that, Man United get a goal back in the semifinals. And it's a great through ball from Kobe Mainu into Rafael Leao. Gives it to Bruno. Back into Rafa. Rafa cuts inside. Rafael Leao with a finesse. Great save, Donnarumma. Oh, here comes Erling Braut Haaland though. City looking to extend the lead. Great tackle from Carreras. And now it's Bruno Fernandes on the run. Great chances here he has. Leao back into Bruno. Bruno into Mbeumo. Mbeumo back into Bruno. Bruno into Leao. Brilliant piece of football from United. It goes into corner. It only took 13 minutes, but United are 1 goal behind now. Mbeumo into Tonali in the second half. The game has been dead other than the 2 goals Man United scored. Mainu into Rafael Leao. Looking to beat Pedro Porro. He does with a shot. It's the crossbar. Mbeumo finishes. Yes, he does. Yo, Mbeumo almost didn't take that shot. It's 3-3. United are back in this tie. City with no response. And the trend of this game of being boring continued as it's now a pen shootout. Did he really set back? If they win this pen shootout, United are in a UCL final for the first time in who knows how long. Omar Marmoush to the right. Oh, he skies it. He skies it. And now it's Bruno Fernandes to take the lead here for United. Bottom left. It goes in 1-0. Semenyo, can he score the first penalty for Man City today? Down the middle, it goes in, man. And now Harry Kane, he does not miss penalties, man. Top left, bangs it in. 2-1. Let's go. Ryan Cherki to make it 2-2. Ryan Cherki, Lammers goes the right way, but he can't save him, man. And now Brian Mbeumo scored a goal. Scored the goal to tie it, actually. Finesses it top right. It goes in. 3-2. United with the lead. And now Pedro Porro to make it 3-3 to the left. And it goes in, man. No chance. Sandro Tonali, the Italian, versus Donnarumma, the other Italian. Bottom left. Goes in. Let's go, man. And now, if Rodri, who broke the assist record in the Prem this year, misses this, Man City are out of the Champions League, and United will have shipped their neighbors back home. Rodri to the right. That's goes out. Man United are going to the UCL final for the first time since 2011, I believe so. Oh, I wonder who they're gonna face. They still must win the Prem and the FA Cup if they want to achieve the treble. But United are in the FA Cup final against Arsenal at Wembley. But I can't lie, I think United got it in the sim, but Bruno is injured. That is not good. But come on, can they go ahead and get their first of 3 trophies this year? 3-1 victory. Where are the goal scorers? I want to see who scored. But United win the FA Cup. But they were also able to secure the Prem by 2 points. That's ridiculous. But in the Champions League final, they faced the world's best team, PSG. And Harry Kane has been the top goal scorer, but Kevicha Kvaratskhelia is right behind him. But he isn't the only one with do it. Vitinha, Bradley Barcola. They didn't make any new signings, but they don't need to, man. They're the best team in the world. But this is where it ends, win or loss. Harry Kane with 55 and 13. Bruno with 21 and 28, but he's injured. He will not play in the final. 20 and 8 for Mbeumo, 12 and 9 for Leao, 12 and 8 for Cunha. Well, here are the rest of the stats. These new signings were incredible. They outperformed my expectation. But yes, Bruno is out, which means Cunha will be in the starting 11. But Carrick is also trusting Ederson over Mainu, he's had the better season. Can United win the treble with this line? But here it is in the Benfica Stadium. UCL final. And Carrick finished the treble. But here comes Goncalo Ramos. The UCL final kicks off through ball into Brady Barcola looking for a shot. He misses the tackle. Barcola, get the ball off him. Goncalo Ramos, somebody get the ball off him. Nice tackle, Ederson. But here come PSG again. Non-stop attack from these guys. Desiree Doué looking for his third Champions League. Gives it into Tonali. Oh, Ederson, great clearance. Come on. First counter for United. First attack of the entire game for the Red Devils. Mbeumo, Cunha gives it into Kane. They're really gonna miss Bruno in this game. But it's a through ball into Mbeumo. Can they win it for him? 1v1. Mbeumo cuts back. Brian, finesse, blocked. Cunha, great save, Costa. Goncalo Ramos into Fabian Ruiz. Here come PSG. We missed the tackle. Fabian makes it 1-0 for Paris. Boys, this is not good. They're 1-0 down without their best creator. Brian Mbeumo gives it to Sandro Tonali. The game's not over yet. Man United have to fight back. Kane into Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo back into Cunha. Cunha lays it off into Kane. No, Upa, great tackle. Mark Pubel, Tonali, Ederson. Cunha through ball into Brian Mbeumo. Here come United again. They're not ready to give up just yet. Brian Mbeumo, Nuno Mendes, man, he's so good. Cunha gives it into Ederson. Ederson into Brian Mbeumo. Mbeumo back into Cunha. 1v1. The sub for Bruno. He bangs it in. No Bruno. No problem so far. 1-1. Here comes Bradley Barcola on the ball. Nice tackle from Mark Pubel, man. Here come PSG. Desiree Doué on the attack again. It's a missed tackle from Romero. Lomez comes out. Desiree Doué. Great clearance from Matez Lake, the captain for today. Free kick for Desiree Doué here for PSG. Out wide to Vitinha. Vitinha into Desiree Doué. Desiree Doué. Vitinha. Great tackle from Romero. But it falls into Zaya Emery. Vitinha. Zaya Emery. Back into Doué with the shot. Lahmed's great save. Goncalo Ramos gives it into Zaya Emery. Zaya Emery on the ball. Great interception from Delict. Leao, please do something good this time. Cunha on the ball. Through ball into Harold Kane. Here come United. Looking to take the lead. Into Leao. 1v1 the number 7. It goes in. The replacement finally for Ronaldo has arrived. 2-1 United. It's all over. United lift the Champions League. All thanks to Leao. Michael Carrick made the perfect transfers. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to click on this video right here. I know you're gonna love it. Jose Mourinho has just taken over Real Madrid. And somehow the club are already linked with some of the world's best players. Ibrahima Konate is about to join the club on a free transfer. But they're also linked with players like Marco Cucurella, Ballon d'Or winner Rodri, and one of the best in the world, Mikel Olise. So today, I'm giving Mourinho unlimited money to complete every transfer he's linked with and win Real Madrid their first ever treble. So there we go for absolutely free. Konate is the first signing for Jose Mourinho. But he is not done as he has unlimited money to sign players they are linked with in real life. Not only that, we're making realistic departures as Dani Carvajal leaves the club, as well as David Alaba. Two legends are leaving. A new Real Madrid era is beginning. And someone like Dani Ceballos is seen surplus to requirements for Mourinho. But hey man, there's a twist as well. I believe this is the best website for football news. It's called Transfer Feed. A lot of you were asking me. And basically, if I see any player linked with a move away, and I think it could potentially happen in real life, they will also be transfer listed. So that means someone like Eduardo Camavinga. This dude is literally linked with almost everybody in world football. And he fell out with the club, so he's on the list. Someone like Brahim Diaz is linked to Juventus. Tell me that's not the most obvious signing of all time. And controversially, I've also transfer listed Rodrigo. He's not linked to anybody, but if he was fit in real life, I know Mourinho would have sold him. And here is the rest of the transfer list. Really just Rudiger and Martin will be leaving the side as well. So there we go. Mourinho has sold absolutely everybody, man. And now this is the squad he is left with. It's still looking pretty good, but he needs to make a bunch of signings to win the treble this year. And Mourinho will be playing his legendary 4-2-3-1 wide, 2 inside forward as a shadow striker. Very attacking formation. And this is going to be Mourinho's strongest lineup. It doesn't look too bad, but a brand new center back, full back, and a bunch of rotational options, and especially a superstar right winger need to be signed here. But first, he wants to sign a right back to compete with Trent, and he has shortlisted Pedro Porro, Ivan Fresneda from the Portuguese league, Denzel Dumfries, who has now joined Arsenal, and Diego Dallo from Man United. Now, when he looks at his options, he realizes Fresneda and Dallo cannot compete with somebody like Trent, so he's stuck with nearly relegated Porro, or Dumfries, who loves to cook Barcelona. And surprisingly, for 40 million, he decided on Pedro Porro. He must see some amazing talent in him. He's gonna be a great backup to Trent Alexander-Arnold. So there we go. Porro is now the bench option. And up next, he really does want a superstar left back. And look at his options, man. Josko Gavardio, Marc Cucurella, and best left back in the world, Nuno Mendes. Now, this is interesting. I think Gavardio probably is the most realistic option. Like, I genuinely think he could join Real Madrid this summer. But with unlimited money, there is no way Mourinho doesn't pick up Nuno Mendes. And before you get upset, for 211 million, Mendes joins Madrid. You're telling me if Real Madrid give PSG world-breaking cash for the best left back in the world, you think they don't accept it and Nuno Mendes doesn't want to play for Mourinho? PSG scouts are so good, they'd find the next Nuno Mendes, man. So Nuno is now a Galactico. What a upgrade, man. Nuno and Vinny on the same side. These two alone can win you the treble already. But job's not done as Mourinho wants a center back. And boys, these are all the center backs linked to Real Madrid this summer. But immediately we can eliminate William Saliba because Konate is already a right-footed center back. And even though Antonio Silva is right-footed, if he gets signed, it wouldn't be to start. And for 22 million is exactly what he did. He signed the backup center back, but of course he's looking for someone to start on that left-hand side still. But who is he gonna choose, man? Gavardio, Schlotterbeck, Levi Colwill, Bastoni, or Gabriel? And controversially, for 120 million, he is bringing in Gabriel Magalhaes. Again, like Nuno Mendes. The signing that will most likely happen is Nico Schlotterbeck or Gavardio. But if Mourinho had unlimited money, he'd go for the best center back in the world. And let's do a bit of quick fire transfers. For 43 million, Cruz Milan will be a backup DM for Madrid. For 30 million, Mourinho brings back Victor Munoz to be the backup to Vinny. The craziest buyback clause in history. As for 9 million, Nico Paz rejoins Real Madrid. And finally, for 65 million, the big one, Ballon d'Or winner Rodri is joining Madrid. I know not everyone will be joining Madrid, but that's why we're signing every Real Madrid transfer target. Subscribe and let me know down below other team you want me to do this with. And this is what the team is now looking like. It's looking like one of the best in the world. Even the depth, man, look how far down it goes. But of course, there's one position missing, and it's that starting right mid spot. And when it comes to superstars, Madrid are linked to Mohamed Salah, Desiree Doué, and Mikel Olise. Of course, a lot of these are just rumors. Hey, you never know what can happen in the world of football. But Mourinho decided not to go for Mo Salah as he wants a playmaker to feed Bellingham, Vinny, and Mbappe. So the question is, should he go for Desiree Doué, who just won his second Champions League, or the second best right winger in Mikel Olise? This is a tough decision for Mourinho to make. And for the highest transfer fee of all time, 266 million, Mikel Olise is joining for Bayern Munich. I know he's killing it at Bayern, but I can genuinely see this happening in the next 3 years. Olise could be a Galactico one day. And there we go. This is the final team that is gonna try to win the treble. But it won't be easy because we'll be facing some of the best teams in the world. And they have made transfers that might happen in real life as well. And it's time for Mourinho's debut back at Madrid against Vallecano, a derby. Let's see if his new signings were worth all the money. Alright, so the game kicks off. By the way, I'm trying a new camera setting. Let me know what you think of it down below. And the game kicks off. Great pass into Mikel Olise already. The brand new signing. Can he create an opportunity here? It's the Olise. Gives it into Fede, who finds Jude Bellingham for the first goal in the Mourinho era. Let's go. Who else but Jude Bellingham, the future Mr. Real Madrid. But here come Rayo Vallecano. Great tackle from Gabriel, the new signing. Nice interception from Konate. Some of these numbers are gross. I need to fix these kit numbers. But Olise is on the ball now. Gives it into Rodri. And here comes the Ballon d'Or winner into Trent. Great pass into Mikel Olise, who's looking for Mbappe. He finds him. Mbappe left-footed finish. He's offside. He's always offside. Here come Rayo, looking to get a goal back. Konate misses the tackle. De Frutos in the middle. Easy into Cesc Courtois. Let's go. Vinny is now on the break here. Can he kickstart a counter-attack for Real Madrid? Into Mikel Olise, who finds Jude Bellingham. Here come the Galacticos. Great pass into Vinicius Jr. Cuts inside. Vinny with the finesse. Great block. But it's a great ball into De Frutos. It goes in. Vallecano get a goal back. This team needs some chemistry, man. Here come Rayo Vallecano. They score again. It's 2-1. The defense is in shambles. This is not good, man. They need a lock in. Second half now. Here come Real Madrid. They need a response. They cannot lose this first game together. Olise, great pass into Jude Bellingham. Looking to find Mbappe through one goal. He doesn't make the run, though. Mbappe, great pass into Vinicius Jr. This has to be the equalizer. Vinny right-footed finish. It goes in. Beautiful goal. And it's 2-2 now. Madrid must get these 3 points. Here come Real Madrid again. Jude Bellingham gives it into Mbappe, who finds Mikel Olise. The 2 Frenchmen link up. Olise finds a great pass into Mbappe. 1v1 low-driven finesse. It goes in. This is where star quality comes into play. They're back in the lead. And the game comes to an end. Mourinho picks up his first 3 points. And remember, we're only doing the 26-27 season, so he only has the 1 year to win the treble. But his first UCL game is up against Benfica, his old club. Uh-oh, here come Benfica. This is not good. Coach Crew on the ball. Great tackle from Konate. But again, Benfica are through on goal. Sloop. Great tackle from Konate. Great signing so far. Olise now wearing the number 11. Gives it into Jude Bellingham. I've given him the number 10. Jude, great ball. Into Mbappe. 1v1. Back wearing the number 9. Can he finish? Yes, he does. That is the Mbappe we need in this team. Mikel Olise is now driving with the ball. What kind of opportunity can he create? Fede Valverde in the middle. Into Jude Bellingham, who finds Olise again. Looking for Mbappe. Oh. Vinicius Jr. gives it to Jude Bellingham. Here come Real Madrid. What can they go ahead and do here? Gives it into Vinny. Vinicius running down that wing. Wants to get his payback on Benfica. Finesse. It goes in. This is the best team in the world. This is how they should perform. And they're doing it with Mourinho. Second half now. Here come Benfica. Nuno Mendes. Great tackle. And now it's Endrick. Some substitutions were made at halftime. Victor Munoz gives it into Endrick. What can they create here? Can the second team do something? Nico Paz gives it into Olise with the finish. Let's go. It doesn't matter who's on the pitch. Real Madrid quality is Madrid quality. Game's not done. Madrid want more. Nico Paz. Great pass into Sir Bobby Charlton on his return from loan. Oh, take a super team to stop Madrid from winning the treble. But of course, Madrid will be facing some of the best teams in world football with all their new signings as well. And very interesting, Madrid faced Barca and the Copa de España semis, where they won the first leg 1-0. And of course, Barcelona have signed Gordon, but also Marc Cucurella, Alessandro Bastoni, and of course, Julian Alvarez. This Madrid side is good enough to go on to the final, because they need to win this tournament to win the treble. Vinicius Jr. now on the ball, gives it into Mikel Olise. Here come Madrid. Great pass into Jude. Lays it off. No, come on, Jude. Give it to Vinny. Fede Valverde gives it into Mbappe. Mbappe into Mikel Olise. He's through on goal. Left-footed finish. Garcia. Great save. Olise into Jude Bellingham, who finds Mikel Olise all the way into Rodri. We know he can hit these. Great block. Ibrahima Konate does find Vinicius Jr. Cuts outside, and here comes Vinny. Encara Vinny. Sigue Vinny. Vinny gives it into Mbappe. Mbappe, can he find that space? He sees Olise. Olise back into Mbappe with a shot. It goes in. Beautiful football. Amazing chemistry from Real Madrid. But here come Barcelona. Rafinha goes on the attack. He gets past one. It's still Rafinha. We go for the tackle. But now, oh, great interception from Nuno Mendes. And now, Rodri gives a great pass into Vinny. Vinny into Jude Bellingham. Into Fede. Real Madrid are cooking on this counterattack. Jude Bellingham's back on the ball. Bellingham, great pass into Mbappe. He's outside. That could have been it. Barcelona, great pass into Julian Alvarez. Here come Barca, it goes in. And they do get a go back despite Yamal not being on the pitch. And now here comes Vinicius Jr. on the attack. Can he go ahead and get another goal here? Gives it to Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, let's go. It doesn't matter who Barca signed. This is a super team. But here come Barcelona. Julian, great save from Courtois here. Opens it out wide into Arda Güler, playing on that right-hand side. Gives it to Konate. Konate into Pedro Porro, actually. Into Arda Güler. Here come Madrid again. Through ball, into pass, lays it up into Mbappe. It's over, man. 4-1 in aggregate. Madrid are going to the final. And so far in the UCL, they finished in first place, undefeated. Round of 16, they smashed Atalanta. But in the quarters, they drew in the first leg to Liverpool 2-2. And now have to win at Anfield. And it won't be easy as they bought Schlotterbeck, Lewis Hall from Newcastle, Jan Diomande from Leipzig, and the big one, Bradley Barcola from Paris. But there will be no Vinny and no Jude Bellingham tonight. I don't know if Mourinho can win the treble. And here we go. The game kicks off. Federico Chiesa, great tackle from Konate. And now it's Victor Munoz. Gives it into Mbappe. Into Nico Paz, filling in for an injured Jude. Pass with a great pass. Into Kylian Mbappe. Cuts back into Nicolas Paz with a shot that goes in. Madrid take the lead in aggregate, despite Jude not being on the pitch here. But now here come Liverpool. It's Mohamed Salah who signed a new contract at Liverpool. Into Chiesa, into Szoboszlai. Great tackle. And here come Madrid on the counterattack. Victor Munoz. How real is this guy's chain? Gives it to Mbappe. He's through on goal. Cuts inside. Left footed finesse. It goes in. Within 16 minutes, they're up by 2. This team is untouchable, man. Uh-oh, here comes Chiesa with a great pass into Mohamed Salah. It goes in. This is gonna be a goal fest, boys. 4-3 in aggregate. Here comes Codius Gakpo. Gives it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Into Alexis McAllister. Courtois. Huge save. Szoboszlai with the cross in. Please do not find a Liverpool player. Nice. And here comes Mikel Olise. But no, Chiesa wins it back. Liverpool on the counter again. Mancini, we go for the tackle. Uh-oh. Mohamed Salah, that was a foul. Salah on the ball. Nuno Mendes, great tackle. Is that a penalty? Nuno, what are you doing, man? Being up to take it. If he scores this, it's all drawn in the first half. Salah to the left. It goes in off the post. 4-4 in the first half, man. Counter attack for Madrid in the second half. Olise gives it into Mbappe. Mbappe back into Nico. Nico passes on the ball. Can he find Mbappe? Yes, he does, but Mbappe, no. Liverpool gives it into Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones looking to take the lead. Courtois, man, great save. And Mourinho's making a substitution. Pass is coming off for Arda Güler. Arda Güler is probably the best passer in this entire team. Let's see what he does. Salah with the cross in. Konate, great clearance. And here comes Real Madrid. Victor Munoz into Mbappe. Mbappe holds up the ball, gives it into Victor Munoz. Munoz through ball into Mikel Olise. Can he find a through ball here? Great pass. Mbappe touch. Mbappe finish. Mamardashvili. Mo Salah on the ball, gives it into Dominic Szoboszlai. Here come Liverpool. Konate, great header, great performance so far. But it's given away into Curtis Jones. Konate, can you recover this? Please, Konate. Oh, Courtois, man. Courtois. It's now the first half of extra time. Federico Valverde on the ball. Come on, Real Madrid. You do not want to go to penalties. Arda Güler finds a great pass into Mbappe. 1v1. Let's go. It goes in. The game just might be over. Güler with a brilliant pass to maybe win the game. The game is over. Madrid are going to the UCL semi-final. Who will they be facing? But the Copa del Rey final against Bilbao is next. Now, this team is way too good to not do a sim. Bellingham is still the only one not fit. Surely this should be Mourinho's first trophy of the 3. And it's a 4-0 victory. Endrick, Tchouameni, Nuno Mendes, and Trent scoring the goals. Well, in the first leg of the semis, Madrid lost 2-0. And now must bring it back in the Bernabeu. And some great signings were made. Nico Gonzalez, Camavinga, which we sold them to them. Tijani Reindeers, Gabriel Martinelli, Dusan Vlahovic, and Lautaro Martinez. No wonder Madrid lost 2-0. And man, Jude Bellingham is still out. And this time Arda Güler has to start. He was the hero against Liverpool. And Madrid need nothing more, nothing less than a remontada today. The game kicks off. Here comes Mikel Olise. They're looking to kickstart things right away. Trent Alexander-Arnold gives it to Arda Güler. Can he find? Yes, he does. Mbappe finish. Musso, great save. Corner now. Federico Valverde gives it to a returning Vinicius Jr. for the Champions League finesse. Oh, another great block, man. Here come Atletico on the counter-attack. Tijani Reindeers is through on goal. This is not good. Alexander Sorloth is on the other side. Tijani Reindeers. Gabriel, please don't make a mistake. Gabriel goes for the tackle. Martinelli into Sorloth. Great tackle, Konate. And here comes Martinelli. Atletico are looking dangerous. Another goal and Madrid might be knocked out in the semifinals and will not win the treble. It falls into Gabriel Martinelli again. Somebody get the ball out this Brazilian. Why is he all of a sudden Brazilian again? Martinelli, get the ball off him, man. Giuliano Simeone, Fede Valverde. No, we can't get the ball out of here. It falls into Lautaro. Back into Tijani. Great tackle, Konate. They need to take advantage of this counter. Arda Güler, Mbappe, and Vinny. Two great options. He gives it into Mbappe. What is that pass, Güler? Make a decision. Uh-oh, Atletico on the ball. Great tackle from Olise. Come on. We need a goal, and we need it now. Come on, Arda Güler. Find Mbappe. Find Vinny. And he finds Mbappe. That is the decision he has made. Mbappe with the shot. It goes in. 2-1 in aggregate. That's the start Madrid needed. Here come Atleti. Pablo Barrios gives it into Lautaro. Into Sorloth. Great tackle from Konate. That was important. Uh-oh. Cross in from Atletico in the second half. Okay. Madrid win it back. That could have been bad. Mikel Olise on the break here. Mbappe. Arda Güler. Arda Güler. Great pass into Mbappe. Come on, Mbappe. This is why they signed you. To score the clutch goals. Cuts to his left footed finish. No. Mbappe missed. Oh, here come Atletico. Giuliano Simeone is through on goal. Great save from Courtois. Oh my god. On the break, they get denied. But Trent's on the ball again. And now it's Mbappe. Güler. Great pass into Vinny. He can't be offside. 1v1. He's not. Oh my days. What a goal. The perfect run from Vinny. The perfect pass from Güler. It's all square. Oh, Atletico on the ball again. Lautaro. Great save, Courtois. If he wasn't here, Madrid would have been knocked out already. Trent Alexander-Arnold into Rodri. Rodri all the way into Mikel Olise. Olise back into Trent. And now Trent gives it into Arda Güler into space. Can Güler get there? No. But Olise wins it back though. Olise all the way into Mbappe. Mbappe into Vinny. And Vinny cuts to his left. It's Vinicius Jr. Cuts back. Vinny finesse. again. With 5 minutes left to go, Madrid have completed the remontada. Can they hold on? The game is done. Madrid are going to the UCL final. They've already won the Copa del Rey. But the question is, how are they doing in La Liga? And Madrid ran away with the league title, undefeated. Only one game that wasn't a win, which means they need to beat Barcelona in the El Clasico final. I was expecting a Bayern or PSG, but they face Barca again. And Mbappe is leading the side with 14 goals in 14 games in the UCL. While it seems like Rafinha is the top goal scorer, Leo is still at the club. He signed a new contract. Julian is here. Yamal, it seems like Yamal was injured, but 11-11 is still good. And look at these numbers, man. 48 for Mbappe, 19-3 for Jude. He's only played 23 games. That's nuts. 15-9 for Rodri, 13-5 for Nico Paz, 12-1 for Mendes, and 12-17 for Oli. And he also got a big injury then. 4 goals and 3 assists in 24 games. No wonder his output's so small. But regardless, everybody is fit for the final. This will be the starting 11. But the question is, how is this team's bottle? Can Mbappe win his first Champions League? And can Madrid complete their first treble? Here come Barcelona again. I don't see Lamine Yamal on the pitch. Crazy decision from Hansi Flick. It falls into Julian Alvarez though. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's not wrong. Rooney Bargi. Okay, nice tackle. And now here come Madrid on the counter-attack. Mbappe gives it to Vinicius Jr., who finds Jude Bellingham. First game back is his UCL final. Mbappe, 1v1, low driven. Oh, it goes into the corner anyways. In under 10 minutes, Madrid lead this El Clasico final. Alvarez on the ball. Great tackle from Gabriel. Gives it into Fede. Back into Jude. Here come Madrid again. They're dominating this game. Mbappe into Bellingham. What can he do again? Can he send another great pass? He finds Vinny. Vinny squares it into Mbappe. He's offside. Barcelona on the attack. Marc Cucurella on the ball. Looking for the crossing. Can he find somebody? A back to Rafinha. Into Fermin Lopez, finds Julian Alvarez. Here comes Julian, gives it to Pedri. Great save, Courtois. Fede Valverde on the ball. Great pass into Jude Bellingham. Here comes Belligol, cuts inside, gives it to Mbappe through ball, into Vinicius Jr. Oh my days. And it turns out they can play together 2-0 in the first half. And that is all she wrote as Madrid lift the Champions League, completing the first ever treble. Shout out Mourinho. And if you guys enjoyed this video, you're definitely gonna enjoy this video right here. Bardi Slot has just been sacked by Liverpool just 1 season after winning the Premier League. And this is after spending hundreds of millions of pounds on anybody he wanted. But now the club has given me one job: choose their next manager. Well, I have to make the right decision, because whoever I choose will be tasked with bringing the Champions League back to Anfield. And boys, the first option is Oliver Glasner. He has just won the Conference League with Crystal Palace and is an incredible manager. But his style of play is too different from Liverpool. Ooh, what about Unai Emery? I'm sure we can convince him to leave Aston Villa. Has won multiple Europa Leagues. Or why not go for Italian legend Massimiliano Allegri? Just got sacked by Milan, but he has a lot of experience. But of course, I had to go for Andoni Iraola. Liverpool love a project manager, and this is exactly what he is. Right, but let me know down below if he's the right choice for Liverpool. And this is the Liverpool side. Andoni Iraola will be taking over. I'm gonna be honest, boys, I'm lying to you. And that's because this is the Liverpool side. He actually is taking over. So many players have lost their overalls. A -2 for Mohamed Salah. A -2 for Virgil van Dijk. While Alexander Isak went down a -3. The only player that kept his rating was Dominic Szoboszlai. It's all good because I trust Iraola to take Liverpool back to the Champions League. And he'll actually be keeping the 4-2-3-1 wide with these player roles. Be making realistic transfers and sells here at Liverpool. The first player Iraola is dealing with is Mohamed Salah, who is set to leave the club. But actually, Iraola has called him into his office to try and convince him of a new deal, at least for 1 season. Let's see what Salah says. And yes, Salah has accepted. For 1 more year, he'll be at Liverpool. Iraola sets a small goal this season to try and win the Premier League, so maybe he can send Salah away happily. But there's a huge problem, as the board gave Iraola only 50 million. And if he wants more money, he has to go ahead and trim the squad down. But we know Iraola can work with whatever he has. Look what he did at Bournemouth. And that's what Iraola will do, as he's transfer listed Robertson, Konate, and Elliott, as they are rumored to leave in real life. 100% sure, as this is also the rest of the transfer list. He is getting rid of a lot of deadwood here at Liverpool. And most importantly, getting rid of Slot's finest soldier, Cody Gakpo. He's just not good in a Liverpool shirt. And there we go. Iraola has cleared majority of the club. And yes, I know I shouldn't have accepted this offer, but what is Cody Gakpo gonna do? Beat us to the Prem? Never gonna happen. But he now has 100 180 million to spend. That is huge. And this is the best Liverpool side we can field. It's looking very weak. Of course, first we need to address that center back spot. But before Iraola went for a center back for 55 million, he has brought in Eli Jr. Krupi. Iraola sees him as the best wonder kid in the Premier League and had to sign him up. But this is very interesting. And it's interesting because El Jr. Krupi is back at Bournemouth for a season-long loan, as Iraola has tasked Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak. Whoever has the better season will stay at the club, while the other will be sold. It seems like he doesn't want two superstar strikers at one club, especially if he's only playing one player up top. And when it comes to center backs, Liverpool have been linked with a return with Jarrell Quansah, Bremer from Juventus, Nico Schlotterbeck from Dortmund, and Mickey Van de Ven. A return for Quansah would be nice, but he's right-footed. And it's the same thing with Bremer. Liverpool need a left-sided center back. And I did mention it is a project, so for 42 million, Iraola is bringing the Dutchman Mickey Van de Ven, the perfect partner for Virgil van Dijk. So Van de Ven joins the starting 11 next to Van Dijk. Now up next, Iraola wants to sort out that midfield. Gravenberch and McAllister are great overall, but they were very bad in real life. And the backup options are Endo, Bajakic, and Jones. They need somebody who's Premier League proven. And Prem proven is Alex Scott, also a former Bournemouth player. Iraola knows exactly how to use them. Or what about Carlos Baleba, who was worth 100 million last year, but his price range definitely went down now. Or what if he ignores the Prem and goes for Camavinga, who's on his way out from Madrid? Or finally, Adam Wharton, snubbed from the England squad somehow. Iraola has a tough decision to make here. And he made his decision for 42 million, plus Curtis Jones, who also wants to leave in real life. Adam Wharton is joining the side. It sucks to lose a Scouser, but Liverpool need a dramatic rebuild here, and these are the lengths Iraola is willing to go. And now with 29 million left, there's still some holes in the squad, like Rio and Gamoa is the only left mid in the side. We could confirm Florian Wirtz there and give him a chance, or start Rio. Salah's backup is Federico Chiesa, who hasn't done well for Liverpool. What should Iraola do with his last 29 million? And he decided on none of that, as for 25 million, he is signing Daniel Svensson from Borussia Dortmund as a left back to compete with Milos Kerkez. This is a pretty underrated signing from Iraola here. So Svensson joins the bench. Iraola is really trusting Rio and Gamoa to become a superstar. But something I forgot to mention is everybody is on fraud watch. Iraola wants the best for the club. And if somebody like Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong don't deliver, he will get rid of them. But it's now time for the first game of the Premier League season at Anfield, Iraola's debut versus Chelsea, another team on the rebuild. And Iraola's debut kicks off. Adam Wharton gives it to Dominic Szoboszlai, starting in the number 10 position finally. Hugo Ekitike through ball into Rio and Gamoa. Can he find Mohamed Salah? Yes, he does! It's a huge mistake from the Chelsea defenders. 1-0 to Liverpool already. But here come Chelsea with the cross in from Reece James. Great save from Alisson there. But now here come Liverpool. Pedro Neto is on the ball, gives it into the middle, into Enzo Fernandez. Palmer into Cucurella. Chelsea have made it 1-1 in the 17th minute. Here come Chelsea right before halftime. Liverpool need to win this game if they want to win the Premier League this season. Joe Pedro with a shot. Great save, Alisson. Second half now. Virgil van Dijk gives it to Gravenberch, who finds Florian Wirtz. Came off at halftime. And now it's Alexander Isak coming on halftime as well. Isak with a shot. It goes in. Instant impact from Wirtz and Isak. 2-1. Chelsea with the cross in. It fouls Joe Pedro. Oh my god. Almost got the bicycle kick. But into Pedro Neto. Alisson. Great save. Tato on the ball now. Gives it into Pedro Neto. He has a second chance to go ahead and equalize the game. He's tricking. Oh my god. He's scaling up Mickey Van de Ven. It's still Pedro Neto on the ball. When did he learn how to dribble like this? Pedro Neto again. Gives it to Pedro. This Liverpool defense has just gotten embarrassed by Pedro flipping Neto, man. And now here comes Joe Pedro for Chelsea, looking to take the lead for the first time. Palmer with a shot wide. Florian Wirtz gives it to Daniel Svensson. Finds Adam Wharton. Adam Wharton's looking to break the lines like he usually does. Alexander Isak is 1v1. Cuts back. Left-footed finish. Now it's Chalobah. Great tackle. Oh, it's Esteban. Here comes Chelsea. Looking for a winner here. Caicedo. Great save from Alisson. Thankfully, he stayed. Here comes Joao Pedro on the ball. Gives it into Pedro Neto. It goes in. There is drama at Anfield. But for Chelsea, how did they lose to this mid-table club, man? It's going to be a long season for Iraola, especially if he wants to win the Premier League this year. He might have to do it next year. It wasn't a bad performance, though. Up next, Iraola is at Old Trafford for his first ever United Liverpool derby. This is arguably more important than any game in the entire season, especially because United are kind of title favorites. Man United first attack of the game. Kobe Mainu finds Matheus Cunha, gives it into. Okay, great tackle from Frimpong. And now here come Liverpool on the counter-attack. Mohamed Salah, he loves to score against Man United. We know this. Hugo Ekitike into Mo Salah. Can it become a reality here? Mohamed Salah. No, great save, Lamin. Jeremy Frimpong, great pass into Mohamed Salah. Here comes Hugo Ekitike. Come on, Liverpool have to score from here. Dominic Szoboszlai delayed, man. Here come Man United. It falls into Kobe Mainu. Mickey van de Ven. You better not get beat. It falls into Luke Shaw. Don't let him shoot. Sesko, great block, Van de Ven. Here come Liverpool on the counter-attack. Adam Morton gives it to Hugo Ekitike. So much space. So many mistakes to make, though. It falls into Rio and Gamoa. Can he finish? Yes, he does. Who else but the academy graduate to put Liverpool 1-0 up? Matheus Cunha gives the ball into Kobe Mainu. Here come United in the second half. Trying to equalize. Amar Diallo hits the post and in. Man United have made it 1-1. It's not over at Old Trafford. Great pressure from Rio and Gamoa to drop back down super deep. Salah through ball into Rio. Oh my God, can we score from here? Isaac lays it off into Florian Wirtz and goes in. All because Rio and Gamoa was pressuring on the opposite side of the field. Liverpool are back in the lead. Corner now for United. Crossing for Bruno Fernandes. Given away straight into Jeremy Frimpong. And here come Liverpool on the counter. Can they end up this game? Jeremy Frimpong's waiting for the run of Rio. And he finds it. Here comes Rio and Gamoa. Cuts inside. Gives it into Mohamed Salah. Salah all the way to Florian Wirtz. Cross in into Alexander Isak. Takes a touch. Finish. It goes in. The derby is over. 3-1. Isak with a goal. And this is going to go down as a very important 3 points for Liverpool's season, especially at Old Trafford, man. And now 36 games in, Liverpool are tied with points with Manchester City. And it turns out in the second to last game, they are facing each other, with the winner most likely taking the Prem title home. Haaland has taken the golden boot so far, while Nico O'Reilly has 26 goals and Phil Foden has revived his career. But it seems like they didn't make any signings. I don't see anybody new. Maresca trusted the current squad. But can Iraola win this game at Anfield and win the last game of the season to win the Premier League title? Ryan Gravenberch on the ball, gives it to Hugo Ekitike. Final game of the season has kicked off into Mohamed Salah. Salah looking for the cross. He can't get it to Rio, though. But now here come Man City. Phil Foden on the ball. Great tackle from Virgil van Dijk. No, but Mickey van de Ven gives it away, and now Turkey scores. Van de Ven, you gotta clear that ball, man. Erling Braut Haaland on the ball. Bodies off Virgil van Dijk, and now it's Turkey through again with a shot. Alisson, let's go. Cross in from Rodri. Come on, Gavardia. Oh, goes wide. Dominic Szoboszlai on the ball. Gives it to Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike gives it back to Adam Morton. Morton, Szoboszlai into Hugo Ekitike with a finish. Let's go. This game is not over. Ekitike equalizes the game. Second half now. Here comes Mohamed Salah on the ball, holding up the play. Great tackle from O'Reilly. But it's still Liverpool on the attack. Frimpong knocks it forward. Salah's down with an injury. That is not good. We need him tonight. Erling Braut Haaland. Oh no, he beats Virgil van Dijk. He stepped forward too much. Van de Ven save us. Turkey. Alisson saves us as usual. Nico O'Reilly crossing into Josko Gavardia. Oh my days, almost goes in. Van de Ven wins the ball back, gives it to Salah, who's injured as you can see, but he doesn't care. It's his last season here at Liverpool. Gravenberch all the way into Ekitike. Through ball into Salah. Can he score this? Mohamed Salah, an injured Salah, scored for Liverpool to take the lead. This might be the most important goal this season. Erling Braut Haaland, great tackle from Van Dijk, pocketing Haaland so far. And now it's Rio and Gamoa on the run. And Gamoa gives it into Alexander Isak, coming off the bench from Ekitike. Isak into Florian Wirtz. Wirtz, you have to score this. Florian Wirtz. No, it's the post, man. 11 minutes left to go. Liverpool want to secure a win here by getting another goal. Gives it to Florian Wirtz through ball into Mohamed Salah to secure the league title. Oh my days. He gets his second. It's over. All they need to do is beat Palace on the last day. The game's over. Will Liverpool and Iraola keep their bottle and win the Premier League title in his first season, so he can fight for the UCL starting next year? Yes, Liverpool kept their cool. They won the league title with 95 points. Player of the year goes to Phil Foden, while team of the season is filled with Warden, Szoboszlai, Salah, and Van de Ven. Two of them were great signings here. The golden boot was won by Erling Haaland, but Salah, what a great send-off, man. Top assist was Dominic Szoboszlai, and Salah was the top goal scorer of the season. 29 goals, 26 and 19 for Szoboszlai. But boys, Isak 25 goals, Ekitike 7. I like Ekitike better, but he's gonna be the one leaving the club next year. However, someone like Florian Wirtz didn't absolutely shine. I wonder if Iraola will replace him. But the squad growth looks great. Isak 87, Rio and Gamoa all the way to an 82. But someone like Jeremy Frimpong only went up a +1 as Connor Bradley outgrew him. Yo, some things are gonna change around here for Iraola. And season 2 kicks off as Hugo Ekitike is joining PSG for 75 million. Iraola was serious about that. And also, it's a goodbye for 50 million to the best team in Saudi, Al Hilal. Salah leaves with a Premier League medal. Salah really tried to ship this guy off without a happy ending, man. So now with 230 million to spend this season, this is the squad he's left with. That right mid-side is looking a bit weaker, and Virgil van Dijk has gone down as well. Iraola has a lot of signings to make here. And Iraola wants to go big as he's shortlisted Bastoni, Nico Schlotterbeck, Bremer, and Dayot Upamecano. Now, Schlotterbeck and Bastoni are world class. Van de Ven is already a left-footed center back. Should Iraola Iraola have 2 of them? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so. So that leaves him with Bremer and Dayot Upamecano. Bremer is the most realistic option. He would leave Juventus, but for the right amount of money, he could sign the perfect replacement for Virgil van Dijk here. And that's exactly what he has done for 70 million. It's a huge task to replace Virgil van Dijk. That's why one of the best center backs in the world, Upamecano, is now at Anfield. And when it comes to that right mid spot, Iraola wants Mikel Olise, but there's just no chance he convinces him. So that leaves him with 4 options. The best one being Bradley Barcola, or does he want a project like Yan Diomande, Kenan Yildiz, or former Bournemouth player Ryan? And actually, for 50 million plus Joe Gomez, he is bringing in Ryan from AFC Bournemouth, but he isn't the only signing. But also for 83 million plus Federico Chiesa, which was all of Liverpool's money, he's bringing in Yan Diomande. Huge risk. We know he has talent. Can he do it in the UCL and the Prem? So this is the final Liverpool squad for season number 2. Can they go on and win the Champions League this year? But let's see if Iraola's squad building has worked in the first game of the UCL against Fenerbahce. Here comes Dominic Szoboszlai on the ball. Great pass into Alexander Isak, the chosen striker for Iraola. Yan Diomande is back in the middle. Diomande into Dominic Szoboszlai. Finish. Let's go. Only took 10 minutes for Szoboszlai to bag in the UCL. Dominic Szoboszlai on the ball now, gives it into Rio. Rio into Alexander Isak, holding up the play, back into Szoboszlai again to get his second. Szoboszlai, oh, goes wide, man. Here comes Yan Diomande for Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai cuts inside, gives it into Connor Bradley, but cuts back inside into Dominic Szoboszlai, looking to make it 2-0 before halftime. Alexander Isak, low driven, and goes in. This team seems to have amazing chemistry despite only playing a couple games together. But now in the second half, Junior Krupi and Ryan are coming on for the Liverpool UCL debuts. Ryan now on the ball, gives it to Florian Wirtz, who also came on as a substitute. Can he find that through ball? Yes, he does. He finds Ryan. Ryan into Krupi. Krupi's first touches as a Liverpool player. It goes. This is why Iraola signed him, because he's also an insane super sub. Ryan gives it to Connor Bradley. Bradley into the midfield, into Florian Wirtz, through ball, into Eli. Junior Krupi again. 90th minute of the game. This game is still not over. Ryan is looking for his debut day going to UCL as well, and he gets it, man. This Liverpool side is just shining. They have to be favorites for this competition. And so far in the UCL, Liverpool have finished in 3rd behind Paris and Madrid. And in the round of 16, they smashed Sporting. But in the quarters, they faced Barca as the first leg was 3-3 at Anfield. But boys, there's some injuries. Szoboszlai will be out. Wharton will be out. Perkins is suspended. And Captain Alisson is out for probably the rest of the season. So this is going to be the lineup for the second leg. And Mamardashvili will probably play for the rest of the UCL campaign. Honestly, look at this. 8 goals and 8 appearances for Junior Krupi. He's the backup striker at this club. But for Barcelona, of course, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, the likes of Malik Fofana and Marcus Thuram have been signed. This won't be easy for Liverpool. Yan Diomande driving down the middle. The game kicks off. Florian Wirtz through ball into Yan Diomande. Can he beat Cucurella? Yes, he does. Diomande back into Florian Wirtz. No runners, though. There's no runners. Gives it out wide into Daniel Svensson. Svensson into Rio Gamoa. And Gamoa through ball into Wirtz. Squares it too. Yan Diomande goes in, but it's offside, man. But here come FC Barcelona. Casado into Ferran Torres. We cannot let this guy score. Mamardashvili, great save. And here come Liverpool on the counter. Alexis McAllister, Rio, and Gamoa gives it to Alexander Isak. 1v1 to take the lead. And this time, finesse it goes in. Alexander Isak makes it 1-0, 4-3 in aggregate. Here come Barcelona, though. Rafinha with a shot. Great save. Mamardashvili again. Ferran Torres on the ball now for FC Barcelona. Pedri puts it in the back of the net, though. In the second half, Pedri equalizes the game, man. And of course, Isak is coming off. Krupi needs to save this game, man. And now here come Liverpool. Great ball into Rio and Gamoa. Can they go ahead and retake the lead here? Rio into Eli Junior Krupi. Can he win it back? Yes, he does. Junior Krupi. This guy is absolutely incredible. 9 goals and 9 apps to take the lead. And now here come Liverpool again. Florian Wirtz through ball into Yan Diomande through ball into Eli Junior Krupi. No way, he does it again. He does 10 goals. Yo, this might be Iraola's best ever signing. Liverpool are going to the semis. And now the question is, who will they face in the next round? But in the semis, they're facing PSG. They lost the first leg. So now it's time for the second leg. Can they go ahead and somehow make a comeback at the PSG stadium? Yan Diomande wins the ball back, gives it into Isak. Alexander Isak with a shot out to the box. It hits the crossbar, man. Alexander Isak gives it into Dominic Szoboszlai. Great through ball into Rio Gamoa. He's through on goal. 1v1, where's the defense? It goes in. The academy graduate makes it 2-1. Let's go. Hugo Hugo Ekitike, the former Liverpool player. Can he get his revenge here tonight? Great tackle from Upamecano though. Perkins gives it to Alexander Isak. Isak into Dominic Szoboszlai. Great pass into Jan Dioman. Can they make it 2-2? Yes, he does. It's all level in the UCL semi-final. 2-2 to Liverpool. Second half now. Connor Bradley gives it to Jan Diomande, who finds Dominic Szoboszlai. Krupi's back on the pitch, but Pacho, great tackle. Kivica Kvaratskhelia though, looking to take the lead back for PSG. Sends it to Desiree Doué. Doué into Sonny Mayulu. Great tackle from Van de Ven. Let's go. Adam Wharton on the ball gives it into Rio Ngumo, and here comes Rio. Through ball into Eli. Junior Krupi versus one defender. He gets rid of him. Oh my days. He has all the space in the world. Can he do it again? No! He should have passed it, man. Gavin Birch gives it into Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai through ball into Krupi. Can he go ahead and take the lead? Yes, he does. And for the first time in this tie, Liverpool take the lead, and who else to score the goal? And the game comes to an end. Liverpool are going to the UCL final. Who will they be facing? And they will face Manchester City. City Pool era is back, man. And of course, Eli Krupi is a top goal scorer, but Semenyo is leading the race for City here. Oh my days, 31 for Semenyo, 14 for Haaland only, 14 for Turkey. But they brought in someone like Achraf Hakimi. And Liverpool actually failed to win the Premier League behind Man City. But they won the Community Shield against Everton, won the FA Cup, and lost in the Carabao Cup final. And Isak is our top goal scorer. Krupi not too far behind, 11 of those in the UCL. 21 for new signing Raya, 19 and 17 for Szoboszlai, 11 for Mickey Van de Ven. Yo, everybody is getting amongst the goals here. Diomande low-key kind of flopped. No injuries, thankfully, other than Alisson. Iraola was thinking about starting Krupi, but his impact as a sub is incredible. But he will be starting Ryan in this final. Is this the right choice? The biggest game of Iraola's career. He's somehow done it in 2 seasons. If he loses, of course he'll go another season, but it might be over already. Opens it out wide into Connor Bradley. The UCL final just kicked off, but Liverpool are already in the attack. Dominic Szoboszlai through ball into Alexander Isak. No, Ryan actually, my bad. Adam Wharton gives it into Rio and Gamoa. Here come Liverpool once again. Alexander Isak lays it off into Dominic Szoboszlai. Really took that cramp position for his own. Oh, it's a bad pass though. Oh, but here comes Antoine Semenyo with a shot. Oh, it goes wide. Ryan gives it back into Connor Bradley. Bradley into Szoboszlai, straight into Ryan. He's starting over Jan Diomande. Is it a controversial division? Szoboszlai with a shot. It goes in. Who else but the man who carried Liverpool 2 seasons ago takes the lead in the UCL final. Ryan goes into Connor Bradley. Here come Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai through ball all the way to Rio. No, he has to get there, man. Ryan Gravenberch gives it to Ryan. Ryan into Connor Bradley through ball into Ryan. Here come Liverpool in the second half. Ryan gives it all the way to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai holds out the play, but it falls into Eli Junior Krupi, who came off the bench for Alexander Isak. Eli Junior Krupi, it goes. Yo, this guy, man, he's absolutely incredible. 12 and 11, 2-0 in the UCL final. And it's all over. Liverpool lift the Champions League. Iraola has saved Liverpool. Who was the best signing in this video? If you guys enjoyed this video, click right here because you're gonna love this video as well.